With the new Batman movie coming out today, I thought it'd be a great time to show you guys my Batman collectibles. Enjoy. We're so close to the 1500 subscriber giveaway contest. All you have to do is like, comment, and be subscribed to my channel to have a chance to win this. The Nice House on the Lake, issue number 1 in a 9.8 by JT4. So good luck, everybody. Welcome back to Basement Collectibles, and if you're new to the channel, my name is Jordan, and if you like Batman, comics, toys, movies, and arcades, please consider subscribing for more great content. Since I can remember, I was always a huge Batman fan, just in grade school, even before the 1989 movie came out with Michael Keaton. I remember watching the Batman 1966 reruns at my Nana's house. But once I saw the movie with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, I was hooked. And with the movie came the toys, and I remember picking up the DC Comics superhero figures, always going to the mall once every couple weeks and saving up a few dollars to buy a figure each time. And just somewhat recently, I picked up Batman on card. The bubble itself's a little bit yellow on this, but great looking figure. This is the one that I played with a lot growing up, and my original one's just behind me, sorry, but I'll show you guys that later. But again, just it says here with the bat rope, and then on the back, of course, which a lot of people did, they would cut out the card with the information about Batman and just showing the display, obviously, with the other figures in the Batcave. So you can't have Batman without the Joker, and I was able to pick up at the same time the Joker as well. And remember, the orchid would shoot out water, so there's the piece here with the tubing, and you would squeeze it. And just really enjoyed the artwork on these cases here. And I'll show you the back. And again, most of the stuff I remember, they were always cut out. And if you have Joker, then you might as well get his sidekick, Bob. So here's Bob. This was also picked up at the exact same time. And Bob's special feature was the power kick. I don't remember him doing that in the movie. But here's Bob showing off his power kick. And I was able to purchase these three. I made a video on, I think it was my second video on YouTube. And I think I had there was about at least 9 DC comic superheroes that went with it. So about 12 figures I bought for around $65. So if you want to check out that video, I'll leave a link in the description below. And before this guy falls off the table, just want to show you, this is the Hot Toys version of Michael Keaton's Batman. Great looking, let's call him statue if you like. But yeah, with the facial expression, you can change it. I think there's a couple more that you can pop off to switch. It's been a while. The other ones are still in the box, but looks great on my shelf. I got it for a decent price. Offhand, I can't remember, but going on eBay right now, it seems like these are getting up and up. I think this is around $800 now. But I was able to buy this used for somebody probably about 10 years ago now, so I'm really happy I did. So besides collecting all the Batman toys and wearing all the Batman t-shirts, I started collecting Batman comics. And one of the bigger runs that I started collecting in the early 90s, of course, was the Nightfall and the Breaking of the Batman. So this whole short box right here is all the Nightfall, just every single one. I think it's Night Quest and Night's End in this as well. And I kept on going for a bit and then just buying the odd Batman after that. But as you can see, just always started to draw the Batman symbol everywhere, and just really enjoyed this series. And it's probably best if I just buy the omnibus one day of Nightfall. But until then, I'll keep on reading my short box. So now that I can enjoy my comics anytime, and of course I have my old playset behind me and the figures that I can put on my kids' playroom wall, I just had to pick up, of course, the Batman trading card case. This has all the packs in it. This is the second series. I remember there was I think it was like a yellow and blue card. This is not the same type. I think the blue and yellow card was a higher end trading card at the time. But I was able to at least get the marker off Batman's face that they always seem to want to put a line through on the cases. But I think it was about $60 I paid for this case, and I remember I was still finding packs for about $5 before I bought this case, so I wanted to hold off. So I picked up this case for about $60, and I remember I think it was like a Craigslist ad, and I wrote to the seller and I just said, okay, no problem, I can send you the money. I think I was going to do PayPal, and he said, no, you have to write me a check. I don't know how old this person was, but he's like, I need a check. Please send a check and I will send you this. I'll send you this case. So I actually had to find someone that had a checkbook to write a $60 check to get this case, but it it ended up showing up, so I'm happy it wasn't a scam. So for a $60 check, the gentleman sent this case to me. And for autographs, I have this print from Neil Adams. It just says on the bottom here for Jordan and his autograph. Really enjoy this print. And I remember hearing that Neil Adams sometimes is not the happiest to talk to when meeting him, but I guess supposedly as long as his wife's not around, and his wife just didn't happen to be around at the time, so we're able to talk for a few minutes just to go over again some of his favorite covers and just the favorite covers that I've enjoyed of Neil Adams. So I'm really happy to have this, and it looks great on the wall. And the second autograph I have is from Bob Kane. Of course, this is Batman 497 when Batman breaks his back. I bought this. This was an infomercial buy, but I actually bought it from somebody on eBay. It was on a plaque, and then it had the name tag on the bottom. And it's showing here. I can just see if we can, so there's Bob Kane's autograph, and then it says down below, this is number 224, and there was 1,993 of these books that Bob Kane autographed, and I believe this is the second or third print as well, something to do with the color of the logo up top. So great to have this on my collection. Of course, this has never been read, just autographed and framed afterwards, so maybe one day, maybe I'll send this to CBCS just to see if I can get, of course, a signature verified, which it should have no issues with. But I remember this came in a package and was beat up, and of course the nameplate fell off in that, so I just wrote to the eBay seller and just said, you know, showed him some pictures. This was about 15 years ago now, so I was able to get a bit of a discount off it, which was great because I was always going to frame it like this anyways. But a nice piece to have in my collection. But after watching the Bill Finger documentary about Bill Finger, I didn't realize how much Bill Finger had to do with Batman in that, and Bob Kane seemed to keep to the side a little bit, but really still happy to have at least a co-creator in my collection. So a couple collectibles I'm still looking for. One is Batman Returns from Sega CD. Growing up, we had a Sega CD, don't have it anymore. Ended up selling it to buy a Nintendo 64 at the time. But that Batman Returns game, the racing car side of it, was fantastic. Hopefully it still holds up now, but I doubt it. But I still would like to have it, case and manual, everything else, maybe just so I can have it on one of the shelves in the basement if I can't find a Sega CD to play it. But I'm sure if I get the game, I'll buy the Sega CD as well eventually. And another collectible I'm looking for, and that's from Batman 1966, and that's the Shakespeare bust. And if you can remember, they opened up the head, they twisted the knob to get access to the Batcave. There's a company that made the same idea where you open it up and you hit the switch, but I guess you can plug in something underneath somewhere, so which you would turn that on, so either a light or something. So I thought it'd be great to have that maybe from my bar, so you could open it up, hit the switch, and it would either turn on the bar lights. There's also an alternative if I can't find that. They made a piggy bank of the same bust. I think it's from Diamond, but I was going to maybe cut the hole where the fake switch is, cut that hole, and then glue in something where again I can hit the light, because right now I just have a wireless little pod from IKEA that turns on my bar lights. When it comes to Batman movies, Batman 1989 is probably my favorite, only because it just introduced me to Batman on the big screen. But can't take anything away from Christopher Nolan's trilogy. I think out of all the movies, that trilogy is a lot better between Batman 1 to 4. Of course, Batman Returns was great, and then we got Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So I think just Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman, then Christian Bale, and then of course Ben Affleck. But please let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite Batman movie, and of course which one is your favorite Batman. And I really hope Robert Pattinson does a great job on this. I'm of course recording this before the reviews have come out for the Batman, but I'm really looking forward to the new movie. So before we end the video, I just wanted to show you the Batcave behind me. So starting off with the Batmobile, really enjoyed this toy. Like how it came with the shield, the plastic shield around it, but of course that couldn't find it. But I still have the missiles that come with it that would shoot out here. There was a piece, or a stick here that would launch the missiles. I ended up having to taking them out when I gave this toy to my daughters. It just seemed like they were shooting out pretty hard, but now they're back in place now that I have it in the toy display. And then down below here is the Batwing, which I actually didn't own. I had to buy this, but of course it's missing the cockpit and the red darts. They seem to be very hard to come by, these red darts. So if anybody knows where I can pick them up, please let me know. Again, my email's in the description below. But really, I really love the artwork that was on the box for the Batwing. So one day, hopefully I can find maybe a mint-in box, or at least the box itself, to put on display. And then up here we have the Batcave, one of my favorite bases growing up, and I really enjoyed having the computer with the original Batman 1989 stills that you could rotate. And here are my original figures. There's Robin and Batman, and most of these figures that I have here were either purchased throughout the years. But really enjoy this base. I like how there's a jail in the back that if you press a button, it will shut the gate on it. And of course you have the boulder that would come down and knock the villains off here. And then you have the well that you can either hoist the villains up or put them down below. And most of this stuff's pretty intact. Most of these things, the pegs and that, were breaking off. The cardboard that's behind here that had the almost plastic nails to hold it in place, that's hanging off, or hanging on by a thread, but at least I still have it. But yeah, no, really enjoyed this base. And so that's it for this video, and I really appreciate you watching till the end. But please let me know if you own any of these collectibles in your collection, or if you're excited to go see the new Batman movie. And thanks again for all the new subscribers to the channel, and I'll see everybody on the next one. Take care.